Good morning, Trinity kids. It's Pastor Matthew.
And Pastor Ty. Welcome to week 8 of Summer Challenge.
We only have four more parts of Psalm 23 to learn, and then we'll know the whole thing.
Do you think King David knew this would happen?
That what would happen?
Thousands of years later, after he wrote Psalm 23, we'd be here memorizing it together with our Trinity kids for Summer Challenge?
That's a good question. No, I'm sure he had no idea, but that's what makes God's word so cool. It lasts forever, and it's always true.
Ooh, that's good. Nice. Let's say together what we've learned so far.
Oh, man. This is getting longer and longer every week. Are you guys ready? Can we do it?
Yep, here we go.
The Lord is my shepherd. He gives me everything I need. He lets me lie down in fields of green grass. He leads me beside quiet waters. He gives me new strength. He guides me in the right paths for the honor of his name. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will not be afraid. You are with me. Your shepherd's rod and staff comfort me.
Whew, we did it. And now it is time for a points update. Leaders, pause your video and tell our Trinity kids how many points we've earned.
All right, it's looking good. If you keep it up, that ice cream party is just a few more weeks away.
Yes, and are you ready for this week's Summer Challenge?
I have never been more ready.
Wow, okay. So 5,000 points for every one of you who learns this part of Psalm 23 and says it to your mentor next week. Here we go. You ready? You prepare a feast for me right in front of my enemies.
Say what? A feast in front of my enemies? What does that have to do with the Lord being our shepherd? Do sheep have enemies? I'm so confused. Wait. Do I get to eat a feast? Can I have a junk food feast? If God made a feast for me, this would be the kind. I can't wait to eat this. Starting with Twizzlers. I don't feel so good. I thought that was a good idea, but I can't stop.
Matthew, are you okay?
Oh.
You good? You ready to go on?
I will be in a few hours.
Yeah, that was a pretty yummy looking feast. That food all looked really good, but maybe next time you should slow down a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
Also, I don't think Psalm 23 is talking about a junk food feast or even a real feast at all.
What? Now you tell me.
Okay, remember, this psalm is all about how God, who is like our shepherd, takes care of us, who are like his sheep.
Yeah, that part I understand. It's the part about the feast and the enemies, that's what I'm confused about.
Okay, right, I get it. Let me explain. God never wants us to have enemies.
Okay, that's good.
But because we live in a broken world with sin and evil, sometimes there are people who act like our enemies, especially people who don't want to love and follow Jesus.
Okay, that's making more sense now.
A feast is a big meal with lots of yummy food, right?
Yes, except I learned the hard way. It should not be a big meal with lots of junk food.
Okay, very good point.
Oof.
Anyway, God is saying in this psalm that even when there are people who are unkind to us, God will still take care of us. That's why it says, you prepare a feast for me right in front of my enemies.
Okay, so basically, this is another way of showing that God cares for us.
That's exactly right. Let's all say that part again together. Are you ready?
You prepare a feast for me right in front of my enemies. That's good. That helps. So the second part of this week's challenge is for you to post a picture to our Trinity Kids Facebook or Instagram of you eating a meal.
But I would suggest not doing a junk food meal like Pastor Matthew did. Just a normal meal will be totally fine.
Yes. I can't believe I'm going to say this, Pastor Ty, but that's really good advice.
All right, thanks. I don't know why you're surprised, but anyway. So what are we going to do during small group time today?
Well, remember that for the rest of the summer challenge, we're going to focus on really learning Psalm 23 so that it really gets into our heart and to our mind.
Yes, that's right. And we're also going to read each week about a Christian hero, someone who trusted and obeyed Jesus even when it was really hard.
Correct. And are you ready? This week's hero is a woman named Rosa Parks. She loved Jesus.
Oh, and you know what? We just learned about God taking care of us right in front of our enemies.
Yeah, and...
Well, Rosa Parks definitely knew what that was like. Let's go to small group time and you'll hear all about it there.